Today I want to tell you a story about a soldier that's buried right down the road from where I'm from. His name is George Thomas Anderson. He was born in 1824 in Covington, Georgia. And as he grew up, he would attend college at Emory and then go on to serve during the Mexican-American War as a lieutenant in Georgia Cavalry. And after his service in this war, he would go on to enlist in the regular army, serve a few years in that, and resign, and then return to Georgia. As the secession crisis was coming into play in 1860 and 1861, George Thomas Anderson would enlist his service, and he would be elected a colonel of the 11th Georgia Infantry, serving during many of the battles in the eastern theater of the war with the Army of Northern Virginia. He served during the 7 Days battles, the Battle of Antietam, and he would eventually gain the rank of Brigadier General, commanding a brigade in Robert E. Lee's army. He would be injured in the Battle of Gettysburg on July 2nd, 1863, and he also earned the nickname George Tige Anderson because his brigade was one of the finest and hard-hitting brigades in Lee's army. Anderson would go on to see the surrender of the Army of Northern Virginia in April of 1865. He would return to Georgia, serving as a freight agent with the railroad around Atlanta, Georgia, and also a chief of police. Later in his life, he would move to Anniston, Alabama, where he would become a tax collector as also a police chief for the city there in Anniston, Alabama. In 1901, he would pass away, and he's buried in the Edgemont Cemetery that I have a picture of his tombstone. It is said from his request and his obituary that he wanted to be buried in his Confederate uniform that he was wearing when Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse. And it said this request was granted